What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about a company called Rocket Mesh. I got a box full of goodies, so let's go. Alright, so Rocket Mesh is a company that was started by a lacrosse player's dad. His name is Dexter Can. Dexter is he's an engineer for the Department of the Navy, and he's worked on the F-18 Hornet and Super Hornet programs. Saved the government a lot of money. He's got some distinguished awards and owns patents, and he's a bright guy. So, his kid started playing lacrosse, and he started seeing some shortcomings in the equipment, which, that's awesome. The company is called Rocket Mesh, and this is their flagship product. The company, is it called Rocket, or I think it's called Rocket Mesh. This is the Elite semi-soft mesh, and on this true frequency I've got the Elite semi-hard mesh. The material is Dyneema, and so I guess it's different from polyester, and it feels different, definitely feels different from nylon, obviously, and apparently it will not bag out. He told me in an email that it can be difficult to string. I didn't have any problem stringing it. Maybe not quite deep enough, but it's strung up well. I like the way it strings up. So the Dyneema material apparently won't stretch more than 4%. And on the other side of the coin, the polyester nylon meshes apparently can stretch like 20%, 20 to 30%, which can cause bagging out. The mesh is really light, but it definitely doesn't feel weak. I'm sure it's very strong. Actually feels really strong. Dyneema is it's really hydrophobic, so you're not going to have any problems in weather. And apparently this material, this Dyneema, is used to make body armor, like vehicle armor, fishing lines. Which, if you think about the strength of fishing line, how thin it is, that's pretty unbelievable. Dyneema, whoever makes it, it's a registered trademark, but it's billed as the world's strongest fiber. So this mesh is going to last you a while. It'll last you more than a season. I know people like to swap out their mesh just because it's fun to string, but you could easily change your string job and just keep throwing this back in the head. And if you're the kind of stringer that likes to string up a pocket and then spend a couple days or a couple hours pounding it and breaking it in that way, this may not be the right mesh for you, because you really want to string your pocket the way you want it, and you can't count on breaking in to make it better. So you may need to adjust your stringing style. If you're a break-in kind of person, you may need to have it ready to go, strung up in such a way that your pocket's perfect after you tie that last knot. But that's not a really hard adjustment. This is a good mesh. I like it. It's totally unique. Feels good. Feels different. Strings up well. And apparently, it's got a lot under the hood. So definitely go check out Rocket Mesh. I believe it's, I don't know the price. I'll put the price up here. Doesn't say it. This is the semi-soft. This is the semi-hard. Good stuff. All right, let's move on. What else is in the goodie box? I'm gonna drop stuff. Alright, there's a stringing kit. I can tell just from looking at them, I already love the shooters. That's quality material right there. 5 33-inch nylon strings and 3 30-inch cotton strings. So it's a standard stringing kit. A lot of stickers, some big ones, a couple stacks of little ones. The next big thing, popular item I should say, is the Buttends, the Tape Saver Buttends. These are cool. There's a bunch of them, and I'm dropping them. Okay. These are some of the colors. They're a weird material. They're not quite what you're used to from Buttends. They're pretty hard. It's definitely a harder plastic, rubber, whatever. But they do go on shafts pretty well, and Even though they're hard, you know, they're snug. There's not a lot of wiggle room, or they don't move around. You add a little bit of tape to it, and it's gonna last forever. That's, you know, butt ends wear out, kids lean on them, put them on the ground. This one's gonna last a long time, and they look cool. If you like the tape donut, and you like it on the end of the shaft, this is the perfect butt end for you. If you'd prefer it up a little higher, you know, this, you may end up with two, which may not make a lot of sense, but it's a light enough butt end, you know, for the amount of material on the end there. It's not heavy, so you could easily add, you know, just use it as a normal butt end and add another tape donut there. That's the one drawback, is that you're stuck with it on the bottom, which is not really a drawback at all. This is the Rocket Mesh. They've got quite a few shafts. This is the Maven 145, so 145 grams, not heavy, you know, it's in that light category. It's a carbon fiber shaft, like mid-flex, and this is the sandpaper finish. And when I first took it out of the box, I was a little worried because it's a rough sandpaper finish, and I thought, well, that's gonna tear up gloves. But after a couple practices with it, it's mellowed out a little bit. It's not quite so rough. I don't think it's going to get any smoother, which is good. You know, you don't want that texture to just disappear. I think it's going to stick around like this, but it's a nice feeling shaft. Good concave profile. Yeah, really solid shaft. You know, and I'm looking at it. This is a shaft, says mesh on it, which is interesting, but you know, I think they're all in with the mesh. The mesh is the core product in their business, and so they're kind of just building outward around that. But yeah, so you know, cool little Rocket logo. It's on all the stuff. Actually, that one's a little different. Doesn't have the swoopy exhaust. The Maven shaft. There are a few different shafts. I picked this one because I love a white handle. I think it looks good. This one it's normally 69 bucks. They're on sale right now. I don't know for how long, but on the website I just looked, it's 59 bucks for this. That's a great deal for a carbon fiber handle of this quality. It's definitely a nice shaft. The Rocket Mesh, it's kind of cool. It's got the little it's got a little rubber tag here, a little rocket on it. It's kind of neat. It's well branded. Strings up great. Definitely, you know, if you're a mesh guy and you like experimenting with different mesh, I would give Rocket Mesh a try without question. You know, because it's unique, but it's also good. It's not unique just for the sake of being unique. I think it's definitely an advancement in mesh, and you should check it out. Rocket Mesh, thank you for sending over this stuff. I will make use of all of it and give away what I can't use. All right, guys, go check out rocketmesh.com. I'll put the website here and link in the description. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next video.